2, and we've got a good one here between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Going to the air right away, Lawrence. And his first look is incomplete. These two teams, division rivals, of course, and you remember back to Week 18 last year, although Colts fans don't want to remember back to Week 18 last year. The Colts needed a win, and the Jags, they were kind of looking ahead to 2022, but the two-win Jags came up with one of the shockers of the season. They stunned the Colts 26-11 in Jacksonville, and that loss ultimately kept Indianapolis home for the playoffs. Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. Lawrence will throw. That's caught by Waller out left side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Let's go. Hey, box up. Hey.
On first down, Lawrence. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Jaguars at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. 70 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready? On the ball.
Etienne is in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. So another touchdown for him on the year now, Charles. He had 2 in the opener last week and hits pay dirt for a 3rd time here.
And with good help.
Oh, this is blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That could be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So the new weapon just picked up via the trade, making an impact here right away.
And what you like about getting guys who catch passes, you don't have to spend a lot of time in the playbook. You just tell them to dial up the route and get the ball in their hands.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Carr completes it, and he'll be marked out at about the 26-yard line. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Now last year's leading rusher in the NFL, this is Jonathan Taylor. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. This defense for the Jaguars, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Throwing his car on third down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
What now?
Carr going to go on fourth down. And he'll find Pittman. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on fourth down. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Carr. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Woods. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They'll look to run with Taylor. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Jonathan Taylor, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Colts are an extra point away from taking the lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A give running right, ETN. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A give to Etienne running right. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 79 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
From the 39, Lawrence. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
61, back, box, right.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. And he'll look downfield for Waller. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Lawrence. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Lawrence finding Kirk there for the Jaguar 1st.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against him.
And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw complete here to Waller. And the Jags are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Hey, rock it.
Lawrence on the sneak, and I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll try to run with Etienne. And trying to shake free, but Etienne cannot. The defense will stop him short. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
And he is not going to be able to get away as they swarm him for a loss shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And this Colts defense comes up with a goal line stand. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Taylor. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
In his own end zone, it's Carr. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Jags grab it. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. Charles, a nice play there, wasting no time making his presence felt for this defense.
And you know, we heard the same conversation around the league. A lot of people were surprised that he was available, and they let him go. And now he's going to make a big-time impact with his new squad.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Patterson's kick is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So golden field position there is squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We've got a little more than a minute to go, and I think the offense is saying, hey, all we need here, a field goal, and we can take the lead into intermission.
So I think that's what the goal should be. Give your kicker a chance to give you those 3 points. But in the meantime, if someone falls asleep on the defensive side, you might take advantage of that and get a big shot downfield too.
To throw again on 2nd down. Carr. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now Carr. Able to find his man, Woods. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Shotgun now for Carr. This pass caught. It's Woods. And he's going to have the first down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line. He's fresh off that 3-touchdown performance last week that got him AFC Offensive Player of the Week, so you know that he was already on their radar. Now he's maybe even a bigger plane on their radar.
Bigger plane. I mean, he is the big dot on that screen that they're looking at and saying, how in the heck do we stop him? They're going to try a bunch of different things, different people covering him, but right now he's locked in and is in sync with his quarterback.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Into the red zone. It's Carr. Look at end zone, and he's got his man. It's Woods. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is up to 5. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip downfield. We'll see. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaughan. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And the pass complete to Waller on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. Running out of the gun with ETN. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Lawrence. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. And then touchdown, Jaguars!
So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third-quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for 2. Lawrence going to look to throw for it. And he's got it. The try for 2 is successful. And it pushes the lead up to a field goal. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
That pass complete to Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Look at this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
That's a great observation, too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
A handoff for ETN. Down at the 35, it'll be second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On second down, Etienne once more. And some room to work. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne, his third touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jaguars get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. To throw, it's Carr. Tries the right side, finding Woods here. And he's going to get this down near the 25. That's on the tackle, Braden Smith. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now Carr. Then he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. On second down, it's Taylor. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 5. Throwing now is Carr. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. And he comes back with one complete. And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. From the gun, it's Taylor. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Here's Carr to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done. Touchdown! Paris Campbell from 10 yards out. And the Colts have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after them right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
From the 27, Lawrence. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Lawrence will throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. McLaughlin for the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And now this 4th quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a 1-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Lawrence to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down. Handoff running left is Etienne. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 209 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll run with ETN. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Another tote for ETN. And some room to maneuver. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne with his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. Oh, a good-looking return setup here. Now a hit and a loose football. And I believe he was able to get this back. He was. Boy, after giving up the touchdown, lucky that didn't turn into another.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example there.
Yeah, and the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get yelled at, but you can handle it because you got the ball back.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Carr. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From midfield, here's Carr. This is caught. It's Woods. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He'll get this one to Pittman. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Now Carr. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And While that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Here's Logan Cook now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
734.
Throwing his Carr. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
They have to like the play call because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick, and the Jags are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
It's a gain of 15, and that ought to just about put an end to this one. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move.
And the ball is knocked out. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the 2-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy. Gives them a chance to do a little extra coaching next week.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points.